Hello everyone, Brian Jennings. This channel exists to process my case study of a relationship with Quentin Tarantino in remote viewing and clairvoyance. I'm a writer as well as an actor, and I'm the reason that Quentin canceled his film, The Movie Critic, last year. Right, there's a video that's making the rounds right now, right, about the real reason he canceled the film, right? And you can look to any of my other videos. Right? I've been quite prolific of late, and cranking them out every 10 hours, every 12 hours. I mean, it doesn't take me much as far as production. There's no editing, it's just one and done. Like a real pro, right? But it's getting worse, right? Like that's the point, right? Like that's the point. That he's getting to a point, right? Psychologically, where he's getting sick of it, right? And it's done. It's done. We're both, right? Celestial wormhole quantum entanglement, forever, right? Not for a little bit of time, for always. Every time either of us do anything, it's in relation to the other, right? Anytime he fucks his wife, right, they see me, right? Anytime he picks up a pen, he sees me, right? Anytime he watches a movie, he sees me. And it's the same for me, of course. No, I can't do anything, right? And so like, that's, right, like that was his goal all along, right? He was, and it's wily and sad and weird when you think about it. But his intention was always to humiliate me in such an egregious way that I would say, oh gosh, bang. Oh, it's so much. Oh, bang. That's better. And so and again, right, at Q Tarantino tweet, right, he's got the gun to his head, right, he's a sick, dangerous man, right? And so what does that tell you about his movies? What does that tell you about how he sees himself in relation to his, right? That it's an exercise in control, right? In degradation, in humiliation, right? But that's the point, right? And so when I didn't give him what he wanted, right, he conspired, right, to destroy me with the same power. And now it's just evil. It's just scary. It's just frightening, right? Because he has all the money in the world, right? And he is in a dangerous place psychologically. He must be, right? There's no way he looks everyone in the eye and says, "Yeah, everything's great," because it's not. It's not, right? And so all of the things that I'm talking about, right, as far as the novel, I've written a novelization of my experiences, right, are all the same tactics. That's the point, right? The way that he wanted to let me know that he wanted me to interview him about cinema speculation is the same way that he let me know he has a daughter, right? It's the same way he let me know that she was a bitch who gets paid $500 an hour to get pissed on, right? Is the same way he inevitably said, "Oh, I don't have a daughter," when I turned it all on him. Right? Again, millennial dragon, right? Psychic scientist, celestial vision board, right? It's nothing, right? So I'm living in palpable anxiety constantly. Right? William Morris Endeavor is a pathological, amoral establishment that insulates and protects his evil. And they just say, well, that's our Quentin. What can we say? What can we say? He's made us a bunch of money, right? We're worth $77 billion. So I guess his evil is just the cost of doing business, right? And so what I'm saying is that excuse is in no way appropriate, right? That we're talking about it, right? That he's at his breaking point, right? 100%. Right? He's not walking through the world thinking, how great is my life? No, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. He's thinking, I'm so fucking miserable. Why won't this guy blow his brains out? Right? Because our every thought is filtered through each other's head. Like that's That's the condition that he's created, right? Between us. Right? Him and the people who insulate and protect him, who practice these things with him, right? Which anyone can do, right? It don't take a fucking genius, right? He understands nothing, right? He doesn't understand what he's doing, right? Socrates, right? Apology, right? Mystics and seers offer their rhapsody, having no clue, right? Where the messages come from, right? From some alien shore, the visions come. That's Ralph Waldo Emerson, right? So, right? That's why this channel exists. That's why we're talking about it, right? Life is not an accident, right? The Almighty expresses itself out of abstract divinity into corrupted manifestation through varying pressure conditions upon the hologram of electric quantum probability waveform potential. All instances of psychic phenomenon and clairvoyance is the mind of the adept, right? Tapping into the non-locality of the conscious field, which exists perpetually in a state of rest in every cubic centimeter of space. The highest levels of clairvoyance sees the adept behaving like God, which again is not a creature, it is an abstract intellectual quality, exerting pressure upon the quantum probability manifold, right? Corrupting it, right? Through pressure, out of its static perfection into a moving, corrupted shadow. Nothing else has ever been occurring. So I'll pick up where I left off. Building a coven. I'm told to take a break, that I earned it. And Alistair once again is emotional as he continues observing my prodigious output. I catch the bus again in half an hour. On the bus, seated next to Glint, we wait for the bus to fill up. As we begin crawling through downtown Dallas, I am reminded of Allison's pleas to me that she is in love with me, and that this is a story of redemption through and beyond the evil of her conspiracies. I always look for the best in people. Perhaps to a fault. This is not a weakness. Honesty and truth always lead to the beautiful, all of which being good. And I thought Willow, though misguided in her perspective, saw my depth and wanted me to want and need her. Now I am sure of nothing, bleak nihilistic despair. I'll try to rest as she assures me that I am right, and for me not to worry. Sigh. We took a 15-minute break at our first stop, somewhere 3/4 of an hour outside of Dallas. And I smoked a cig which I was offered by a sweet, ugly old whore. Ah, revelation and prophecy. I digress. Once more on the bus, I took a hit of bubble soap concentrate from Glint. The sun shines gloriously. The morning evolves agonizing, calculated, slow, as with the journalist, Hamlet, and my coven. As Glint and I continue catching up, me asking questions to a face in profile whose eyes are fixed to a phone in his lap, I inquire about his family. He tells me his stepfather has passed, and that his mother was injured quite severely, falling off the porch of their house. His father, being a captain of the Joker biker gang, is currently incarcerated. I do not know why. He has 3 siblings in North Mississippi, and 1 brother lives in Texas. I lamented to him how we all came about it honestly. Self-deprecating masochistic abuse. I talk about how my father abused drugs most of his life and wasn't around, like Glint's. I mention how depressed my father likely is, and how reconciliation was a motivator in my decision to try and go stay with him. To tell him, fuck it, we're all old now. Let the past lie. I explain how I didn't want to do that until I was successful. Until I could look at him and say, see, it's not because of you that I'm a failure. In a fucked up way, you're the reason I'm successful. To which Clay tells me, you have 2 fathers, and you can reconcile with him after you blow the roof off of Madison Square Garden. And Lisa, my love, with Lisa, my love, on the 30th. As I was getting back on the bus, Willow was pleading, telling me that she loves me so much, and to please not hate her, and to see that I have everything. We just have to wait a little while because she fucked everything up. And when I wrote about being in love with Lisa and sharing the stage with her, Willow tells me it cuts deep and Lisa squeals with delight. Yes, he loves me. I am confused, but affirm I am in love with her. Tell her she's beautiful, and Lisa is grateful. It feels good. Bombardment from Coven yields blush, and if true, excitement, devotion, gratitude, ambition, and joy. Everything's good, Clay says. Don't worry about these women. Easier said than done when I close my eyes and see Willow's legs spread wide open, blazing in my mind's eye as she asks me, do you see? While she masturbates. And I admit it's fucking hot, goddammit. You voluptuous fucking whore. Now Willow squeals with delight as Clay reminds me not to worry. Willow says a lot by saying I ruined it. She sighs, I hope I haven't ruined it. I cannot say anything beyond I don't know. I had a vision of a mountain which dissolved from the bottom up, leaving only the summit as Lisa tells me she needs me more than Willow does. And Clay tells me I'm almost home, that it's a hero's journey and the summit is near. To which Alistair says, yes, you see it. What's up, dude? Didn't really sleep. To which I ask, did you fuck your wife? And he chuckled and said, no, but yes. Did you see something? To which I said, no, I don't think so. To which Willow replies, jeez, Dad, that hideous old hooker who gave me a cigarette gets off the bus in Mount Pleasant, Texas, to reunite with her 11-year-old son Jackson, with whom she has been separated from an entire year. They lost their home by fire and have been separated ever since. I know she's nervous. I said, I know it's always awkward reuniting with someone you love after a long time, and sent a psychic laser beam messenger kite to Willow, as well as lend that sweet ignorant bitch all the strength she needs, which takes nothing from me. Perhaps Willow is enslaved to the past as well, and did what she did because she couldn't believe I could love her, knowing she got ran through like a neighborhood bicycle. Which is all the more tragic because, of course, I don't care. I never considered it once. I loved the beautiful creature I felt in my heart and soul, and saw so crystal clear in my mind's eye. I didn't care to know or need to know whatever occurred yesterday because we weren't together then. Every angel has a past. Every devil has a future. Oscar Wilde. She's upset. I touched a nerve. All she had to do was relax and look to the future. And now she has to work 16 times as hard, 4 squared, exponential effort. Now everything is so fuck! I don't know what, but Lisa holds more of my heart, which kills me to write. But I know, or I sincerely feel, I should say, that she really does want me to love her, and wants to love me and help me relax, and wants to be my leading lady. For now, all I can see is that Willow would rather fuck anyone else but me. When Hazel did it last night, it was sweet because she doesn't know. But when Willow does it, I fly instantly to the pinnacle of my rage, where I stay as long as she degrades the love I gave her. She tells me she'll show me that she and Lisa can both be primaries, and I can have a bunch of witches. To which Lisa says, I know she, Willow, will always be with us, but I'll show you how a woman can and should treat you. Someone's listening to Kathy's song, Willow, no Lisa, my first lapse in awareness. It can be her song too. It's too beautiful to be selfish. I saw a birthday cake. Annabella's father shows his face and tells me, it's my birthday. And I tell him, happy birthday. To which he says, thank you, son. I love you. I love him too and say as much. I'm weeping again. We're all entrenched in this beautiful psychic discourse which exceeds any expectations. Graceful and excellent, overwhelming and wild, beautiful and mysterious. I'll stop there. Right, so I always chuckle at least once while I'm reading these pages because it's funny. It's like he got me. It's funny. I trusted him, right? I burned him at Tribeca, and